All right, we're back again today, and second video in this series. So it's the very next day. She's fresh, no warm up whatsoever, and I like to start with the leadership portion of this little session, and then we'll go to the trust building, and I guess you could say desensitization, but that's not really what's happening in my opinion. All right, so I'm just going to drive her around a little bit. I just want her hip moving away from me. Driving that hip, driving that hip, driving that hip. She's crowding me a little bit, so I'm going to change directions and I'm going to push that shoulder over, and then I'm going to go to that hip. Going to that hip. That's what I want right there. I want that hip moving away. Then we'll change directions. Okay, she's crowding me too much. We're going to get some distance here. Same thing, I'm driving that hip. I'm actually aiming more towards that stirrup. Step back and let her come towards me a little bit. If she wants to go the other way, we'll just keep driving her. She's a little frisky today. If she wants to come towards me, that's great. Like that right there. I'll let her come towards me and I'll back away. I'll let her think about it a second. I might see if I can walk up here and touch her on the neck, maybe pet her. And then I'm just going to step away. Next time I walk up to her, I'm going to come in at an angle and I'm going to drive her. And I'm going to drive her to the left, so I'm going to go towards that shoulder. Now that hip. That hip's coming way too close to me. And she has been kind of trying to kick a little bit. So I'm just going to drive her. I'm not hurting her, I'm just barely tapping her. Driving her around similar to what another horse would. There she kind of wanted to stop. I'm going to go ahead and take a step back and let her think about that. She didn't take a step towards me, so I'm going to continue driving her that same direction. Oh, there we go. When she stops, when she ceases moving her feet, I might say whoa and start associating that word with stopping her feet. If she wants to move, I'm going to make her move. Send her the other way. when it's a good opportunity to do so. Boy, she's a lot more fresh today than she was yesterday. So I'm going to keep pushing her around here until I see a change of behavior. And by change of behavior, I want to see her relax a little bit and get some of that freshness or adrenaline kind of ease down a little bit. They're dropping her head, and she's a little bit leery of me today. I don't know why. Just sometimes they do that. There she blew a little bit, so that's a kind of a stress release. There's another stress release right there. She's licking her lips, but she's tenses back up. But she's not there yet. I'm going to keep pushing her around here, and we'll come back and work her on a line a little bit, and then we'll jump up on the mounting block and we'll mess with her there. I got to the point where I decided that this lead rope that I was using to shake at her, throw at her, was too much pressure. So I just dropped it on the ground so I can use my body. And I'll show you what she's doing. I'd like her to hook up with me a little bit more. I'll show you what I'm doing. If I move on her left side, she wants to move off. And that's not what I'm wanting. I want her to just stand there with her front feet and move her hip away from me, or follow me in a circle. If she wants to move, I'll just stand here and I won't do anything. She'll come back. Where's she gonna go? The round pins. You gotta come back one of these days. If she's not paying attention, I'll put a little bit of pressure. I might just step towards that hip, and then I'll step back. There, she stepped towards me, so I'm going to step back. I'll let her just stand there for a second. Then I'll walk up there and see if I can touch her. She'll probably move away. You don't just want to walk right up to him. You want to walk, take a couple of steps and stop. And just stand there, relax. Not like you're sneaking up on her now. I'll touch her on the neck. That's all it takes right there. I might touch her on the forehead or the nose if she'll let me. That's all it takes right there. You don't have to rub all over them for 5 minutes. Little stress release, licking her lips there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step towards that hip and see if she moves away completely or if she just moves her hip. There, she kind of backed up, but she's moving that hip away from me. So I'm making progress here now. There we go. As soon as she moves that hip over and takes that step with her back feet, I'm going to back up, take some of that pressure off. Now on the left side, today she's really leery of me on the left side. Yesterday was the right side. How it goes. Not moving that hip away from me. And then she wants to leave. So I'll let her go. I'll let her go. Kick her on around there. to go ahead and put the lead rope back on her. I'm going to work her with the lead rope on her because I don't feel like I'm making, I don't want to just keep chasing her around and around forever. And I feel like I can accomplish more if I hook her up on that lead. If it's not working, then I'll take it off. But maybe she'll get the idea a little bit better. Sometimes they have to have that connection, where you have a hands-on connection through that line, and sometimes that makes a big difference. We'll get her caught and then we'll come back. Got her on lead, and I'm going to try to keep that nose bumped slightly towards me and just moving her hip and her shoulder away. And I just want her to walk. This doesn't have to be fast. I just want her to move that hip away, just like that. See, she's stepping under with that right hind foot. That's exactly what I want. I change directions, I change hands, and I want that shoulder moving away, just like that right there. Now, go to the hip. See how that hip, that left hind is moving away from me. If I don't keep that nose up towards me, the hip gets closer and she could take a swipe at me. There we go. As long as that hip's moving away just like that, I'm good. I'll change direction. Walking a circle, and she's just kind of pivoting on her front feet, moving that hind end away from me. Ooh. Now she tends to want to stay really close, so I'm going to back her up a little bit. Shake that lead, bump her nose. When she takes a step back, then I release. I'd like her to get her out there. She's crowding me a little bit today, and she's really tested me today too. So, I mean, not in a bad way, really. Just took a lot more time today. So I'm just moving that hip away, moving that hip away, moving that hip away. That was perfect right there. Now to the left, she's been harder today. I'm going to move that front end. She just doesn't want to give to the left. There. When she releases, then I'll take the pressure off a little bit. But see how she stepped to the left? She doesn't want me over there. But she's better than she was. See how she always steps to the left? She's protecting that left side for some reason. I don't know why. Certainly hasn't had anything bad happen over there, but you never know. I'm gonna bump her back a little bit. She's just too close. There. Sometimes you just gotta tap her a little bit, about like that right there. There. And she steps to the left. See how she's protecting that left side. I'm not gonna get that all out of her today. And sometimes you want to change directions. She's really doing well on the right side. Keeping that hip too close to me. And I have to bump that nose. There. Maybe I just wasn't bumping that nose good enough. I shouldn't have to bump it at all because I want to do this off lead. I'll switch directions. See it? She kind of jumping there. I want her to do this completely relaxed.